Hey, precious hearts, welcome to a virtual journal therapy with Coach Lean. Today we will be doing day 31 out of the Greatest Self-Talk Part 3 90-day journal therapy. And day 31 is titled Rebuilding My Identity After Healing. Healing doesn't change your emotions, it changes your identity. For so long, I defined myself by what I survived. I wore my pain like proof of purpose, my trauma like a name tag that said, "This is who I am." It wasn't intentional, it was survival. When you've been through enough loss, rejection, or heartbreak, the pain becomes familiar, even comforting at times. It gives you something to point to when life feels uncertain. But healing will eventually lead you to a crossroads, the place where you realize you're not the same person who got broken. You're different now. You've outgrown the identity building crisis. You're no longer the one trying to be seen, saved, or understood. You've become the healed version of yourself. And that requires a new name, a new mindset, and a new way of moving. When I started rebuilding my identity, it felt strange, almost uncomfortable. I was used to being the strong one, the resilient one, the fixer, the forgiver. Those roles were how I made sense of myself. But God began showing me that those titles was temporary, necessary for a season, but not meant to define a lifetime. He whispered, "You don't have to be the broken version of yourself anymore." That hit me hard. I didn't realize how attached I had become to my wounds. I thought my worth came from my ability to overcome. But now God was teaching me that worth isn't earned through endurance. It's established in existence. I was valuable before I ever survived anything. Let me say that again for you. You were valuable before you ever survived anything. Rebuilding my identity meant letting go of who I had to be just to make it through. It meant unlearning the language of defense and learning the language of peace. It meant allowing joy to take up space where sadness used to live. I started asking new questions. Not what did I lose, but who am I becoming? I realized healing had stripped away the layers that were me. Beneath the pain, there was still a person who loved deeply, who dreamed boldly, who believed fiercely. Healing wasn't changing me. It was revealing me. As I grew into the new identity, I learned that healing doesn't erase your story. It redefines your relationship with it. It could look back without flinching. I could look back without flinching, talk about it without trembling, use it without being used by it. I stopped introducing myself by my scars and started showing up as my strength. I wasn't the one who made it through. I was the one who became whole. And that shift changed everything. How I prayed, how I loved, how I spoke to myself. I realized I no longer have to prove I was healed. I just have to live like it. Let me say that again. That's important. I said, I spoke to myself. I realized I no longer had to prove that I was healed. I just had to live like it. If you're reading this or listening to me, take a moment and ask yourself, who are you without the struggle? Who are you beyond the pain that once defined you? You are not your story. You are the strength it produced. God didn't just rescue you from what broke you, but he restored you to who you were before the breaking. The real work now is learning to live as that person. The whole one, the peaceful one, the purposeful one. Rebuilding your identity is not about finding who you used to be. It's about meeting the version of you that pain couldn't destroy. If you're listening to me now, pain didn't destroy you because you were here. It's time for you to live like that. It's time for you to know that some of the hardest things in your life that you faced, you overcame them because you're right here at this moment. So you have to give yourself grace and give yourself permission to talk to that little boy and to that little girl that's inside of you that still gets triggered by certain things, and let them know we have overcome. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to enter into your space. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and please know you do not have to suffer alone. Please reach out to me at hugmyheartcoaching@gmail.com so that we can find the best plan that will work for you to help you be an overcomer every day of your life. Until next time, I will see you tomorrow. God bless you, and may He keep you. And know that you are overcoming every day. Every day in every way, your soul is healing. I'm Coach Lean. Talk to you later. Toodles.